So today I thought I'd do a video with the background here. Some things have been happening lately. Communication beyond the dead. It was, it was 5 days ago, 4 days ago. Kids were at school, me and my wife were sitting down watching a little TV, daytime soap opera, bullcrap. And, the dog was on the couch, chewing on a damn dirty sock, what pugs love to do. I was sitting on the, one of the couch, he was sitting on the other, and, I heard just a fucking tap on the door. Strange, because his tap sounded like a fart to me, and I thought the dog farted, right? She was like, "No, something in the door." She's yelling at me, "Oh, you stupid." Of course, get up, nothing there. So I'm like, wow. Something trying to come in, I guess. And, I mean, I didn't pay no mind to it, it's just I'm getting used to this. And, I want to set up camera by the door. Might do it tonight. My infrared night vision, I mean. So I'm going to set it up facing to the door. See if anything happens in that part of the house. I haven't recorded that part of the house yet. And so I want to do that. Now, like I said, I'm getting used to it. Knock on the door. I know you're there. But last night, I'm at a whole different address. Whole different place. Visiting with my father and my mother. Checking up on them. Seeing if they're alright. And as I'm standing in the kitchen, I don't know what and why the hell my father brought up the Asylum story again of himself being there. 'Cause he started talking about a movie with Betty Davis. You got Betty Davis eyes. Yeah, I love that song. Nice, cool, clean cut. But she was in a movie. I actually got it on YouTube, and I can watch it for free. Freaking 2-hour movie there. But it's got to do with Betty Davis is caring for her older sister, Joan Crawford. And I guess he watched the movie the other day. And he liked it. And I could see why he liked it. And yeah, this is what got the whole damn Asylum story. I don't know whether or not he was watching the movie snickering at it. Oh, man, I tell you right now, man. Oh, there's a thing I want to tell you about my family and mentalism. And I for damn sure my family has it very well. We can live amongst the people of the world, but we have mentalism, and when it comes out, like I said, while I'm sitting in a restaurant talking about crazy, dirty shit I used to do. Oh, man. Believe me, you'd have to pay me to do it again. But I think I mentioned before, but my mother's side, her mother was nuts. My grandmother had a sister named Aunt Martha. She made it to the nut house, Asylum. And, perfect example. There's a long, long story about my Uncle Bill. I can't get into that. Too damn long. But I called him up. I had to get back in touch with him. I lost touch with him in the late 90s because alcoholism. He had quit drinking too. course, my Uncle Martin, his brother, he was known to be a wild drinker boy. So when we get drinking, we get straight up crazy. Yeah. My Uncle Bill, I told him, I said, yeah, Ma's in the hospital or nursing home, and she's doing all right, but she don't want to get up and do these exercises and stuff. And he goes, oh, I'll get over up there and I'll get her out of that chair. I'll take that wheelchair and push her down the stairwell. She'll get up. So I was telling him how we tried, my brother tried, everybody tried, she don't want to listen to nobody. She said, I'll get down there and get her out. So making comments like that and me laughing, there's mentalism right there. So I'll sit there, grab a bucket of popcorn and watch it. Sorry. Yeah. But anyways, into the movie. Ain't got much time. He's talking about all this friggin' movie of what is happening with the, Betty Davis take care of her sister. She's in a wheelchair. She puts a friggin'... Oh my God, there's so much stuff of rottenness. I'm talking about delivering food in a tray, like the trays you get at the fancy motels with the metal covers. You pull it off, da-da-da-da. And one scene, and I'll tell you one scene. The woman had and if anybody wants to watch it, I'm gonna put this in the description box. You can watch it on YouTube. I looked it up last night. I pressed on it. The full movie came up. It's a 2-hour movie. And I'll have to put this in the description box. But, this was a great movie. As she's taking and caring for her sister, she brings up a tray of food. Wouldn't you know, the older sister, owned a parrot or a bird. So, parrot, bird, lovely little creature, keep you occupied. One of them, what do you call them? Service animals. That's probably what they didn't call it back then, but we'll call it a service animal. She probably did it to keep herself sane from sitting in a wheelchair in a room being crippled from a car accident, mind you. So, gets the tray up there, opens up the tray. What's in the tray? Bird dead. He's screaming through the food on the friggin' floor. Blah. I guess one part, Joan Collins. No, not Joan Collins. Yeah, Joan Collins. Joan. And I forgot her damn name. Betty Davis, after all that, I meant to say, ran out the door laughing. In one scene, I don't think it was that one, but there was another scene. She was laughing about what she had served her sister. So, that's how that movie was. Make a long story short. My father was talking about, it was a great movie, yeah. So, wow, that reminds me of the movie of, being crazy back in the friggin' day. And I said, it reminds me of the friggin' journalist that went into the friggin' madhouse. I don't know if anybody catch it. I don't know what channel is on in your state, but there's 10 days in the madhouse, or 10 days, I think in the madhouse or something like that. But if you look up the journalist from the 1800s that put herself in the madhouse to look on the other side of the walls, her name was, damn it, I think I covered that with I don't know if I did that. No, I didn't do that yet. The Island she was on. Damn good movie with Christina Ricci. Put the woman journalist, Christina Ricci, you'll find the movie and the title, and then you'll find the woman, I can't get her name out. Well, it's on the top of my tongue too, but yeah, you look all that up, you'll find it. And I told him about that, and then he got into his story, how he went to the asylum. It was a good experience. Now he's calling it a good experience. I don't know what the fuck's going on in this man's mind. I mean, I'd love to go there. Hell, fuck it. Check it out. But they do, when you do go in, shoot you up with lots of meds that keep you down. But supposedly he didn't get into the real psychotic part of the thing, so he was lucky. He got into the mild case. Like I said, if you have a funny look to you, a deformity, a seizure, epilepsy, you go to the madhouse. But you're not in the severe madhouse. But he was telling me, and then he came out with new stuff on top of that. He made it to Metropolitan State, but before he got there, he went to the goddamn Westboro Asylum. Not knowing that he went there, I went there a couple years back, checked it out. I'm trying to get into this one building. I still gotta look into this Lyman Street. And I was like, I went out there and did videos on that. He said, I didn't go to that one. I said, it's the same one. He says, no, it ain't. It's on Lyman Street. I said, Lyman Street. I said, I went out there. He's like, oh, he's trying to argue with me. But he made it there for the intake, say so. Your evaluation. Then he was sent to Metropolitan State. But he said he made it to the kitchen, and this is where he made and learned how to make leather stuff. So, I mean, we were getting and talking and all this crazy shit. All of a sudden, while he was talking about being in the asylum, he said something about, he also said he found the tunnels. Oh yes, the tunnels are true if anybody wants to believe. Don't believe. But, excuse me. He literally found a way to get out. He was like in that minimum security. Because they trusted him so much. He was working in the kitchen, preparing food for the other nuts. And he was doing leather. He even got out to go with the person who ran the leather class of teaching you how to make leather things. With the leather stuff. To get supplies, right? So like I said, when we're talking all this stuff, I hear that 2 knocks from the kitchen. Now there's like a kitchen where you would eat, sit, whatever. And then there's another part of the kitchen that is all, it looks like I'm gonna have to take a picture of it. But there's a little cubby hole. It looked like a friggin' doctor's office at one point. Like you got this little hole in the wall you can look through. And then you got the door next to it. Like a secretary would sit there, take information. But this house now, I don't know if I got followed or something is there. It is old, a very old structured house. I might try and look up the date on it, but 2 knocks. Just like over here at this house. Like a scraggly couple knocks. And I'm like, what the Now I'll turn my head quickly. Looking and my father finished up his story, Now mind you this, and I guess I will do a video on this. The door I heard the knock of, there's another door outside that someone can walk in. But in order to open that outside door, the door is all bent, crooked, off its, its deformity. So it drags. You have to lift it up to open it. And I didn't hear nobody drag the door across because I was moving in and out and I was helping my father move it. At the time, my parents, and going in and out of that door. I was like, what the fuck? What a piece of shit. The roof leaks. It's got mold out there, mind you. And it's probably settled in to make the door on-off and even. So I'm going to show that in a video. And I'm going to go outside, do a little video of the tour of the house. The structure itself is like colonial almost. And yeah, it's just, I haven't felt nothing there yet, but now knowing that there might be something there, or something followed me, which probably is something following me, but because this morning, yes, a short clip video, dream. I woke up about, around 7:45. I didn't want to get out of bed yet. So I'm just laying there, drifting in and out of sleep. Wouldn't you know, friggin' skinwalker. I'm on a porch of a balcony. And there's like a building and an alleyway in between me and this other building. Goddamn thing, vroom, leaped up on the side of the building, leaped up, crawled, climbed, and turned around and hopped on the porch I was on. But didn't look at me, didn't stare at me. It walked through the friggin' door. I'm like, huh. And I'm just looking over like the direction where it was. I'm like, and I'm thinking it was coming up maybe to do something, start something, maybe say something, blah, blah. Nope, just walked in the door. I'm like, what the fuck? Alright. That's cool. Things want to hang around, huh? And then I just, it was just, like I said, drifting and out of dream. And I was in deep sleep. But I never have done this before. I've never drifted in and out of sleep and dreamed. This has only started about a month ago. So it's like, wow. If I can just get a short clip dream like that. And I think the last dream, I tell you, there was a short one with a skinwalker. So these things must be following me. Keep talking about them, they say. Sometimes you keep talking about them, they come. I don't care, I'm gonna talk till they show themselves. Well, I mean, they have in my dreams. They haven't done nothing yet, and I stared one right in the eyes. And I don't know if it's just my own insanity it's looking at in my mind, which I think it is. Yo, I'll be out in a minute. Which I think it is, so yeah, I gotta get out of here. I get my kid to school, but these things are following me because they want to hang with me, I think. I don't care what anybody says. The insanity part, talking about all this mentalism. That's right. I'm getting to it, down to get into my mentalism video on me. The next video, be safe, take care, believe.